Hello drama lovers, welcome back to my channel. Breaking news. What if the next world war has already begun, but no one can see it in quiet deserts, under frozen tundra, and beneath government silence nuclear shadows move? Former US President Donald Trump has warned, China and Russia are testing nuclear weapons, they're just very good at hiding it. At the same time, Washington and Beijing are opening a new military hotline. But for what purpose? Is it a step toward peace or a cover for something darker? Because behind the curtains of diplomacy, new evidence of the Chinese Communist Party's hidden crimes, from organ harvesting to secret jails, is forcing the world to question, what truth is Beijing trying so desperately to bury? In the early days of the nuclear age, every explosion left a scar on the earth, a flash so bright it was impossible to hide. But now, in 2025, the game has changed. When Donald Trump stood before cameras and said, China and Russia have been testing their nukes, they're just very good at hiding it, the world dismissed it as another political line. But inside the US intelligence community, whispers grew louder. Satellite data showed subtle tremors deep beneath China's Lobner test site movements, too precise to be natural. No mushroom clouds. No radiation trails. Just silent signatures, hidden in plain sight. What Trump hinted at wasn't science fiction, it was a chilling evolution in nuclear secrecy. Modern underground detonations can mimic earthquakes, masked by layers of sand and rock. And when China and Russia began using advanced containment technology, they found a loophole in global treaties, tests that never officially happened. But here's where it gets darker. While Washington talks of peace and cooperation, Beijing has been quietly preparing. In May, China unveiled a new generation of hypersonic missiles capable of carrying nuclear warheads at 5 times the speed of sound. And Russia, under sanctions, reportedly shared data from its own clean test experiments, helping Beijing improve weapon precision without ever breaking the law. So why is the US suddenly opening a military hotline with China? On paper, it's about avoiding misunderstandings. In reality, it's about surveillance, leverage, and control. This hotline, designed for crisis communication, could serve as a lifeline, or a leash. Because both powers know one mistake, one misread signal, could trigger global disaster. The silence of nuclear diplomacy hides a dangerous truth. The new arms race isn't about how loud your explosion sounds. It's about how well you can hide it. And that's only the beginning. While the world watches missiles, something even more horrifying unfolds behind the walls of the Chinese Communist Party. In a place the regime calls re-education centers, thousands vanish without a trace. Their only crime? Thinking differently. The death of Menglong, a young man who dared to speak out, became a symbol of defiance. He wasn't a soldier. He wasn't a politician. He was a citizen who believed in truth. And when news of his suicide surfaced, people didn't believe it. Because they had seen the pattern before. Doctors who once worked for the party began to talk quietly, fearfully about unregistered operations. Organs removed. Bodies cremated. Families silenced. International human rights groups traced these atrocities back to the same system that runs the prisons, the same system that runs the censorship machine, and the same government that wants to control what the world sees. Menglong's death didn't stop the fear. It fueled it. Across social media, even inside China's firewall, his name became a whisper of resistance. Hashtags disappeared within minutes, but screenshots spread faster than censors could delete them. His story has become a symbol for a generation caught between silence and truth. And while Beijing denies every allegation, calling them fabrications, the evidence tells another story. Satellite imagery reveals growing detention compounds in Xinjiang and elsewhere. Leaked documents describe systematic torture and forced labor. Meanwhile, international journalists are banned, VPNs blocked, and families threatened. This is the CCP's greatest weapon: control through fear. It's not just about keeping citizens quiet, it's about making the world forget they exist. Yet, cracks are starting to show. Every time someone like Menglong is silenced, 10 more voices rise outside China. Former insiders, whistleblowers, even doctors who once participated, now leak evidence to the world. And for the first time, ordinary Chinese citizens are beginning to ask, what if everything they told us was a lie in Washington? The message is clear: we need to de-risk from China. That statement, from Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, is more than just economic policy, it's a moral turning point. De-risking means reshaping global trade to reduce dependency on Beijing's power. But behind that phrase lies something deeper: fear. Fear of technology theft, economic manipulation, and ideological control. The West is no longer just protecting supply chains, it's protecting its conscience. Global companies are leaving China at record speed. Factories shift to Vietnam, Indonesia, India. The once invincible Made in China empire is quietly trembling. And yet, the Chinese Communist Party isn't backing down. Instead, it's doubling down on internal propaganda, painting de-risking as a Western conspiracy. But the truth is simpler: the world has seen too much. From secret jails to digital surveillance, from nuclear deception to human rights abuse, the image of China as a rising hero has shattered. The United States knows it can't fully decouple from China. But it also knows it can't trust it, and that's the delicate balance defining our era: a Cold War fought not with bombs, but with data, influence, and silence. Still, one question lingers in the air, haunting every negotiation table, every diplomatic handshake: if China is willing to hide its nuclear tests, what else is it hiding from the world in the end? This story isn't just about politics. It's about people. About lives caught between empires, between truth and propaganda. Menglong's story reminds us that silence is never neutral. Every cover-up hides a person. Every denial erases a name.